Hello, everybody. Um, Welcome to Wonderland Season 3. Hold on, people are talking in chat. People are talking in my ear right now. Okay. Um, Welcome to Wonderland Season 3. Now, for those of you who are watching last season, you may have seen me titling all of last season as Season 3. This is because I fucked up. Um, So this is technically the fourth season of Wonderland, but we are naming the original Wonderland Season 0 because not much stuff happened in that season. So Season 1 starts with us waking up in the elevator room and the beginning of the false wall, uh, and ending with the recovery of Elise from the false army. For a lot of you, that will mean absolutely nothing. And season 2 begins with the beginning of my streams and carries on until a month ago with the saving of the White Lady. Now we are on to season 3. I will be updating all of the titles of the previous VODs to match the new numbering system. Uh, but welcome back. Waiting to go cards up now. And you may notice that I'm not in my usual spot right now. I have been told that I need to start here, at the very least for today. I don't know if it's gonna stay like this, but we'll see. Um, I'm starting here to make it seem as if I am coming from the junkyard over back that way. And walking in, other people from other factions are starting in various other places. It has been a month since last session, in character and out of character, and we have been, everyone was required to submit some sort of character progression that happens over that month. So you will find out in a little bit what I did, and I only know a tiny bit about what other people have been doing, so I really hope they tell me, because people do not like talking in this full play. When is cards going up? Should probably start from this side. Oh, and turn nameplates off. Uh, I forgot to do everything.
Alrighty, everybody. With the exception of those that may need to quickly hop back to spawn, cards can start going up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Socialize.
Right. Uh, there we go. I'm getting back in the voice. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. Okay. Mhm. Okay.
Good.
And of course, practicing with this thing, because getting the aim down on
Mhm.
this took quite a while.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Good day to you both.
Hello, Stella. How are you?
I am doing okay.
Okay. Anything the matter?
I had a bit of a forced nap recently.
Uh, experimentation gone wrong?
No, all of my experiments recently have been going quite smoothly, and I do have news
Mhm.
for when everyone is here. But
Good.
it was actually, I was transporting some of that nerve gas I made a while ago, and
Mhm.
one of the canisters decided to open up on me.
Ah. Oh God.
But now I know what the dream tree looks like, so there's that.
Ah yeah.
Oh, so that's how you should, or why you showed up there. I figured you would have been too
Yeah.
busy to visit, but I guess that's one way to put it. That explains a lot.
Usually am too busy to sleep.
It's not like we really need it, but
It's good for your spirit. Yeah.
Having fun with your new toy?
Oh, yeah, it's been very useful. How about you? You got any new toys? Other than the gas?
Well, the gas isn't new. That was from a while ago. But there is the,
I think we've had that
one
for a while now.
gadget that I told you about.
Remind me real quick.
It's a device to reverse the mind
Uh,
control.
yeah, I already remembered the moment you you tried to say something. I was like, oh, right, that was it.
Be very helpful.
I'm talking too high pitched. I need to go down a bit. Ah,
Hopefully thin their numbers more that way.
thin their numbers and
And hey,
strengthen
if we're
ours.
lucky, increase ours.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicole's gonna have more work on her hands with new people. Nah, she enjoys
And
it.
she seems to enjoy her job at least.
Mhm.
Unlike some. Grumpy old fart.
No, there's a reason
It's got a good.
why I, you know, reached out and see if we could, if there was anyone who wanted to do that work, and she immediately jumped for it.
I can imagine why. At least given the place she's from, I'm sure the bigger the weapon you ask her to make, the happier she'll be.
Honestly, I think Bahamut would be glad to get back to blacksmithing. The work Cheshire has him
Oh,
doing in the.
Bahamut's gonna have. I can only imagine Bahamut's gonna be very confused to see a new blacksmith in his forge.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Cheshire might have told him about that
Alright,
already.
place your bets now. How much do you think he's immediately going to assume she's trying to steal things?
I mean, if she's in there rummaging through things, trying to get work done, when he walks in, then 100%.
What do you think his first complaint is going to be? Just her general being there, or the fact that she moved everything?
Yes.
The work that Cheshire has him
Fair,
doing
fair
in the
answer.
junkyard is making him incredibly upset. I don't know if it's just the amount of work that she's making him do, or if it's the type of work, but he barely even talks to me when we see each other.
Sounds about right.
I mean, he doesn't talk all that much either way.
Yeah, but this is an abnormally low amount.
Well, I see sparkles. Hi, door. There they go. Hello, Rabbit.
Hello, Amelia. Hello.
Rabbit. Hey, there's Doss. Let's go. We get a Cheshire cat. Or Locke. Probably Locke.
Have you, no Rabbit? I've gotten a little bit more in tune with the armor lately.
I
This
am.
past,
Okay.
I guess, month of training.
Honestly, wasn't expecting Fran to show up, but I'm glad
I'm
that he
getting there
did.
slowly.
Mm. Indeed.
Slowly convincing it to aid me more.
Mm.
You're been in here a lot, aye?
Hey, how's it been a while?
Hey,
Hello, Ozzy.
hello there, Your Majesty.
How was
Hello.
your,
Oh.
guess, bout of training?
Aye, it went well. Took a break, met a few people. Your husband's doing fine.
Late husband, but yes, good to know. I believe he's, since remarried.
Yeah. But at least he understands the move on and not just spiral.
Oh, Dad, hello.
Indeed.
That session.
Lovely
Don't worry too much though.
Yeah, something I
You just need to know people, other
something I've always
who know
wanted.
other people.
Hi.
But I never
Could
really got
care
to
Hi
do
there.
it.
How are
I
you?
could care less about the fancy
Hi
stuff,
there.
though.
How are
So
you?
don't you worry on that.
Hi there.
But anyway,
God,
should
I
be
cannot get this voice.
right.
But
Maybe skip this around, can I?
for the most part,
Hi there. How are you doing?
got
Oh,
a
that's
bit
it.
of nice stuff I learned from
You're more than welcome.
some of the enchanting book. Bit more things to learn, but gonna take time. Definitely gonna have to take a day to find some magic crystals to reuse to increase the source. There she goes again.
Mm-hmm. Hi,
Yeah.
Gordon. Oh. Hello, Effie.
Hello there.
Hey,
How you
Effie.
been?
It's been a mixed bag as always. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we are in purgatory after all.
I see
But
it
I
as more
think I'm at
another
least-
place for adventure than purgatory.
But I think I'm at least a little bit more grounded than I was. I can't speak. Apparently not as grounded as I thought. a little bit more grounded than what I once was.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna spend your time out there, or you gonna join us down here on the ground, Mr. Spider?
It's cool to be up high.
Okay, look at the fancy folk that can climb with ease.
Now I'm
Hell,
Oh, hey, jealous.
I am highest.
I don't know, you look at me and tell me, does a rock fall?
What?
To be honest, I was gonna say yes, but around here, that's a debatable question, to be fair. Because I've seen plenty of floating rocks.
Yeah, that's not my point right now.
Just waiting to see who else.
I mean, you could ask the
Gathers up
blacksmith,
before
but
we
I
get a
don't
sit
think
rep
this
for
thing
this
can
one.
hold your weight, no offense.
How dare ye? No, I'm
There are
joking.
people in the moss house around the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just admiring. Ah, that's
Hmm.
an interesting little gadget you got there. Wrist-mounted grappling hook.
Really wish sounds are better in here for the
More than
acoustic.
that.
Love to play this some more since I found it and undusted
And
it from
flowing
the
of the
oven.
water sadly disrupts all of that.
Oh, that's something the curse hunters would
fucking
definitely
bullshit.
have.
Love
And
this
look above
shit
us.
though.
It's a lot of moving water.
You're not kidding. Yeah, well, yeah, run her out then, I guess. Here comes a few people.
See a shimmer of blue.
Yeah,
Oh,
wild
yeah.
shimmer of blue.
Blue woo.
What? Fat man jump scare.
Hello.
What would you do if a wall suddenly appeared behind you?
What would you do if
Okay.
suddenly, out of nowhere, this happened? Ugh.
That-
Many faces I haven't seen in a long time.
Captain.
Aye.
Alright, just the majority of the people here. Are we waiting on anyone else?
Oh,
There are a few
shit.
people, but they might be a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I guess with this kind of month we've had to train and do whatever, like just if anyone would like to share anything, if you really don't have much, that's perfectly fine as well. More curiosity on my end, if anything. Sapphire?
I have learned that mayonnaise is not an instrument.
That is indeed true. Yes.
Alright.
Anything else you've done the past month? Or is that all you have for us? That you want to share?
That's all.
Okay.
Month well spent.
You did learn something new.
Oh,
Hello.
More people.
Huh? You sound
To be
tired.
fair, any month we here dying is a month well spent.
You
Well,
taking care of yourself after things, or you just good?
I don't know. It's not, I don't know. I'm just not feeling good today.
At least sit down for a bit, bud.
Oh.
I can walk. It's
Hey,
just,
hey,
you know.
I'm just being sure,
Definitely more
mate, you know?
streamlined.
Someone
Thank
patting
you.
that much. Yeah, of course. Though I guess you can tell the difference between you and heavy man over there now. It's not as well armored, eh?
That's what you've been busy with. Very good.
That's a nice scarf, though. That's one thing I'll give him. You sure you're
Damn,
alright?
you like lost the entire
Yeah,
price.
I'm fine, man.
Alright.
Yeah, just not the first time it's happened.
Alright, just being
You
chill,
know, you
eh?
get one of those days.
Fair enough, understandable. It happens, you know?
Oh, I got your own watch.
Field projector, alright.
Guess I'm not the only one with new toys.
Oh no. We're gonna have a lot of new
I
toys
see a
thanks
few
to my
people
own
with new
stuff.
toys.
Yeah. Kind of going around, seeing what people have been up to the past month in training, or I guess any orders that have gone through that have finally come to fruition. I guess you got yours there. Sapphire learns that mayonnaise isn't an instrument. Angelo, do you have anything for us?
At the moment.
No.
Don't have to share if you don't have anything. If you don't want to. No? Okay.
I said no.
Okay. Effie, do you have anything? See a
Well,
new toy?
I do. Well, I do, but I really can't drive. I'm trying to, but I just can't. You know, at least not in here.
You can.
As long as you don't
you can
swing
share.
it with the intent to harm.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't intend to hurt anyone with this. It's like,
Yeah, you can. You're able to hold it. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Now, this is something that I've been wanting ever since I was a child, but I never had the chance to. They're very hard to come across in my world. It's a mace. What I really want to do
install
is
it as
what
the
I really
prop
want to
until,
do.
but yeah.
Yeah, what I really want to do is it's a flail. You know, really get back to my roots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, hell,
Swinging
go
around.
speak to Nicole when you have a chance. She might be able to help.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I will.
Alright, buddy.
Let me just
Hope
put
he's
this back
hope
so I
he's
don't
alright.
accidentally
He's panting heavily.
bump anyone with it.
Sky,
Spiky ball.
you ready? You want to share with the rest of them? Your
You
new,
grab my pipe, I'm gonna throw the. I'm gonna
Oh.
throw it. I'm gonna throw it. Watch
A
me.
few people that haven't really seen it.
Yeah,
No, I'm
Kinda
sitting over
showed it
here
off
so you don't
already,
steal
right?
my pipe.
it's a new slinger. The blacksmith made it for me.
There you
Fires
go.
projectiles, and it has a ketchup.
Very nice. How sturdy is it in terms of like climbing ability?
It's strong
Well,
enough
go
to
on and
lift
show
me
her.
up, but currently it's not strong enough that if I, or at least I can't pull myself up like the specialized ones, because either the grip isn't strong enough or the rope can't handle that sudden force.
Mm-hmm.
But I can climb with it.
Careful now.
Ooh.
Yeah, we do the cool clapping. Look at him.
He's like a slime.
Very nice.
Oh, he's all cool. and
That
stuff.
definitely will come in handy.
Stella, do you want to save
Faster
yours
than
for the
climbing up
end,
the wall
or
myself, at least.
seeing as you're very excited to share?
Can share mine.
Go ahead.
I have created a device that allows us to separate the mind control magic from the masks of the false enemy units. Now,
Hmm.
this is only...
Really?
Yes, this is theoretical right now. I have a working prototype, but it has never been tested on an actual false enemy unit. It does take a crystal to charge it, so we need to be mindful of that. But
I need to find a genetic source of him too, huh?
yeah, I wanted to talk about that later.
Mm-hmm. We can discuss it after this. Kane, do you have anything for us? But you've been busy with the past month, or if there's nothing, you don't have to worry about it.
I'm still having a little difficulty learning this magic booster
Mm-hmm.
that I've been working on for a while.
Okay.
Getting the thing to work. is a
Olivia,
little-
how are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Magic C is a little odd. I understand that also, but take your time with that. Don't exert
Yeah, I'm
yourself
aware.
not trying to. Ozzy.
Well, runes on the menu, boys and girls. Now to do some rune writing and to find a few fancy things here and there. Though there's a few extra things in that book I'm gonna be reading that might be of interest.
I'm doing
to
okay.
relook at later.
As good as I can be.
But that's gonna be a time well spent reading.
Session 1 of the new season, so that's exciting.
Alright.
There was about a month time skip
Do you have
between
anything
last
else?
session and this one, so we're just talking about what we did over the past month.
I've been doing some exploring recently, and a little bit more of I guess, info on the doors that are around, like the ones you'll open when you. Frankly, bafflingly so with the amount of mayonnaise that keeps spilling out of it. But, turns out those aren't just random spaces they're generated. They're all somewhere.
That was the
Those are all
assumption.
places you can actually get to, because I came across like 2 of ones that I've been either told about or had been in or seen myself. So
There would be some nice
they're
ones to
always
revisit that we
actually
had that were
somewhere.
really good ones.
Yeah, that was my point. But it also means there's gonna be some really nasty ones somewhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what you've got to look out for.
Alright then.
So what you're saying is we can actually find the cannibal kitchen.
Yes.
That's terrifying.
And the
What you're saying it's exploring time, eh?
cave. And
But
other
on
stuff.
but on the other hand, or the better hand of it, we did find at one point a room full of ores and resources and all that, which would be really nice to get back to.
If there's one room I want to be looking for, it's the warehouse. That's the only source of crystals that we've found so far.
But it's also where the nasty man's at.
Yeah, that's where our
I am
friend came
very
from,
well
our
aware of
favorite
that.
shadow friend. Hopefully we can find something else in that front.
Hopefully you can figure out how to deal with that bastard as well, but exploring be my name. Or me job.
Kelly, anything you have for us that's been happening past month or no?
Well, I'm still learning how to use my ink.
What?
Your ink?
It still takes a yes.
You want to pick up? Me to pick you up or something?
The one you had.
No, you're not getting
yes,
the hat.
it seems to give me a little bit of a boost, but still it's a drain on me afterwards, and I'm still working on my speed. Apparently, I haven't controlled my distance, so I tend to overshoot hitting walls. So,
well, again, still practice. Don't exert yourself trying to. There's no point, working to exhaustion, because that's just gonna put more of a strain on you more than you need to.
Smashing.
Yeah.
Dr. Rockman.
I like what you've done, Dor. It really improves it.
Anyway, Leaf, do you have anything for us?
Nothing.
Nothing? That's fine. Perfectly fine then. Alright, any questions anyone has? Any, requests that anyone needs to make, aside from Stella?
I might need, if anyone finds any, a better spyglass. Something has me intrigued that I need to double check on that's outside.
Understood. Better, I guess, telescope, or spyglass itself. Okay. Yes, Sapphire.
Is horseradish an instrument?
No. Anyway, if there's nothing else, Stella, you want to take the floor? Oh, go ahead, Kelly.
I request peach cobbler.
I will try to make some peach cobbler. Anyway, Stella, can you take the floor if you need?
Because of the advances we're making, specifically me and Ozzy delving more into the magical inventions, crystals are going to become a valuable commodity, even more so than they already are. So I would really like to find some sort of reliable source for them, even if it's relatively dangerous compared to our usual missions. I do think it would help out a lot because we are running a bit low on crystals, all things considered.
Okay. Trying to figure out a source of crystals. Okay.
Another thing I would like to bring up is I think it might be beneficial to start delving into the sewers as well, because there are multiple entrances right next to us, and it is a place that is very much untamed. Also, the apparent source of the overflow is down there, and I think it would be wise to secure that position.
Hmm.
Well, you're gonna have to find other folks to go down there other than me then.
It's
Pretty sure most of those
how big
places
are
I
these
can't
places?
fit.
No, there are many.
Alright, fair
entrances.
enough.
There are
If
some that
there's
you will be
bigger
able to
ones,
fit.
then it should be fine.
It's
I've just seen
that
a lot of the smaller ones.
that is gonna be something we're gonna have to really sit down and discuss, because with what's living down there, it's very dangerous. The reasons we have entrances kind of guarded and blocked off. So hopefully nothing goes in or out. But we'll see what we can do. Organize a team, try and figure out how we can, I guess, maybe best case scenario, have passages that we can get through.
Thank you.
Certain paths that we'd be allowed to kind of move through and get what you need. And hopefully keep, I guess, the source of the overflow maintained and up to check. Yes, Kelly.
I also would like
You
to
enjoying Wonderland so far?
an open eye out for more of the fears.
Oh shit.
fact,
No, it is not. I am sorry about that.
We discovered they are basically pieces of Alice. And if the more fears we free, more Alice will be.
That and that no new ones are gonna be made, which means we just find out
Yeah.
of them. But that could be millions. We don't know.
The issue that comes up from
don't
there is
know how
figuring
many
out
there
how
is.
to
Okay.
help them out
Yeah.
and get them back to what they were.
Here's
That's
Wonderland.
the issue that comes up.
Now you can see.
There's that, and we don't know how many they are, but we will do what we can.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I can't
I
promise
can
an
and will
entire
answer
clear,
all of
'cause,
them.
like Dor said, could be millions out there. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
This has been my hyperfixation for the
fact
past
we
2
know is there won't
years.
be any new ones that come up, so we can technically dwindle them
There's
down,
Cheshire.
but we just don't have an exact approximation.
Exactly.
Anyone have anything else? Oh, Cheshire.
Okay, if anyone finds good padded knee pads or boots, let me know. I fucking hate being dropped 4 stories and having my knees broken. Fuck that.
I don't think knee pads are gonna help much with that.
I mean, fuck, they might. You never know.
If you find the materials,
Okay.
maybe I can make something
So,
in Bahamut's shop.
this is Wonderland.
Really big
This
parachute.
is Purgatory. Everyone here is dead. With the exception of the rabbit, the Cheshire, and Door there.
I mean, I've been helping her on and off.
Everyone
while
else
reading
in
books
this
and
area
practicing,
currently is dead.
If there isn't anything
We are in
else,
Purgatory.
guess you were all dismissed.
Gonna let
kind
them
of do what you
finish.
need. Wonder about, conversate. I might really quickly go check on Lancelot and the rest of the army.
Keeping this mustache, it's mine now.
But yeah, no, that's all I had on this part.
It's mine.
Right, with that, then you're all dismissed. If there's anyone that, anyone needs me for anything before I go, like to pull me aside, please do let me know. But
Say hello to Lancelot for me.
I will. I'll be sure to let him know about your new look as well. Come have a look at some point.
I believe he already knows. He was the
Has
one
he? Okay.
who agreed.
I have
then
something
I'll,
for your majesty, if you would.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I'll explain in a second.
Pardon?
Letting everyone filter out first.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you got some dirt in your visor, Gummy. Like white pipe stick.
That's Doss, by the way, over there. The Cheshire Cat. Okay, so Purgatory. Everyone's dead. We are here either because we didn't fit into we didn't fit into the afterlife we believed in, or there is some greater purpose we have yet to finish.
Exactly.
Uh,
You didn't hear anything.
so Purgatory, as the story goes, a little girl named Alice was brought to Purgatory by Death. Death, half the reason is as Alice told Death the story of Alice in Wonderland, and Death was taken by this story, and he transformed Purgatory into Alice in Wonderland, shaped it, and he made himself the White Rabbit, and life then became the Cheshire Cat. Door, the little girl you saw me mention before, is a weaver of life. Just like how death has reapers who take, life has weavers who give. Door specifically is the weaver of nocturnal life. But anyway, the story, as far as the roleplay goes so far, is we are currently in the middle of a war with what we call the False Army. We call them the False Army because they create mimics and mockeries of familiar things. For example, the Cheshire Cat, Life, creates these things called MTs, which is what a oh, music. Okay. Oh, he's coming over here. Nice music.
Oh, thank you. Most of this is just stuff from when I was alive and I have it written down note for note. Just takes a bit to find the right thing sometimes. I especially think writing down information's important if we're going to be losing it at some point in our heads, eh?
Yeah, I've been writing down everything I can. Don't want to lose anything, you know?
Aye.
Okay. So, I do have to explain a bit more of how the world works here before I can explain what I was about to explain.
Before I get too relaxed. Might be back to play a few more.
I'll be
Got a
waiting.
bunch of work orders to probably do. Take care of them.
This world, everything you see, is made out of memories. The memories of the souls who have come to purgatory. So, everything is made out of memory. The air is made out of memory, the ground is made out of memory. My character is made out of memory. We also use memory as in place of mana. If we want to do anything with magic, we have to use memories. Memories are also a form of currency, and we can trade memories for objects, or abilities, or anything of the sort. This being said, if you lose all of your memories, your soul disappears. So in order to prevent this, anyone who uses up too much of their memory the Cheshire Cat will turn into what we call an MT. These MTs are mindless creatures, and Dos is gone. Anyway, these MTs are like mindless creatures who don't, they follow orders, and that's about it. And they are controlled by the Cheshire Cat. But the false king has manufactured his own version of these MTs. They are made out of this acidic goop that covers their bodies and melts anything that touches it. And they are these feral, animalistic creatures. And the Cheshire Cat doesn't like this because he's stealing her job. He's making a mockery out of what she does. Um, and these things have been attacking us ever since we got here. So the false king has also created twisted versions of us, where it's basically like an evil twin of us that fights against us. Uh, so we've been fighting this war for 2 years, both in and out of character at this point. Um, Actually, I believe it is almost 3 years at this point. In a few months, it will be 3 years that we've been fighting this war. Uh, and we have not made that much progress. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Story-wise, there has been quite a bit of progress made, but in terms of the actual war effort itself, not much movement has happened. Anyway, that's the general gist of what's been happening here. Any other questions you'd like to ask? Because I do not have a plan for today's session. Mhm. Okay. I do not have any music to play in the background right now because all of the music that I did use before kept getting copyrighted. Feel free to draw anything you want. I will gladly accept any art. And if you give it to me, I can post it in the Wonderland Discord. Yeah, that's the thing though. I looked up non-copyright music, and then the non-copyright music got copyrighted. So I don't really trust anything anymore. Well, yeah, I know. The more you watch, the more references and ideas you will get, and the more you will learn about each character. If there are any characters that you have an interest in, I can tell you as much as I can about them. Although there are some people who like to be secretive in this roleplay. I am kind of one of them. That's okay. I will talk about this for hours on end, repeating myself as much as I can. Because, as I said, this has been my hyperfixation for the past 2 years. Greetings.
Hello.
That's alright. Fuck, I forgot that. I forgot his name. I remember he had a funny nickname that he didn't like, but I can't remember the nickname or the name. Another thing I should also mention, I am not on my usual streaming setup right now because I am on summer break. My usual setup is a lot better than this, both in terms of quality, in visual and in audio. I am on a laptop that is not built for streaming or playing games, and I'm doing both. Where are people? There's a bunch of people over there. Let's go check out what they're doing. It is not surviving. I have 10 FPS. I have had to close multiple applications. Actually, I should also close my Opera GX.
ACC chess around, let her know that might need to have a talk with her. Her mate's having a bit of problem. Yes, you saw him panting earlier, right?
Yeah.
Bobo's told me he has metal poisoning, whatever that is.
Oh. That's not good. I will speak to her when I can.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
I'd like to have sat back down and kept playing, but honestly, a bit more concerned for the mate than anything.
Yeah, of course.
I gotta say, Hans, for someone your size, you're really fast. I actually lost track of you for a second there.
It's called slow movements. The tortoise is always faster than most other people think. By the time you're looking that way, I'm all the way halfway back to the smithery.
All right, Captain, I heard that you're going on an expedition.
Well, at some point, not right now. Right now, it's some rest. But that is a plan. If you're putting yourself on the topic, then that's fine. We'll be out there for a bit, trying to see what we can find. We're going to be focusing on trying to find on the magic crystals. If we can't find those, we'll see what else we can find and gather. That's not good.
Magic crystals. You said you're working on runes, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see here.
Yeah, it was,
Do you
Shut
think
It
any sort of
that got
elemental runes
automodded.
would be within your purview?
Shut
Possibly
It
they
got
wouldn't be the
automodded for
strongest, but we're gonna have
violent
to look over
speech.
elemental stuff to get a better idea at some things, that's for sure. Have to learn elemental books to get elemental runes. Right now it's most of the basic runes. So stuff like set up a weapon with returning, set up a weapon that can, well,
Yeah.
do a few things. I'm gonna have to look over the book, that's for sure. There's a lot to look over and it takes time.
When is
Wait,
this
you said you can
expedition
make
happening?
returning weapons.
That's
Have you
the
been
thing I've been
practicing?
able to do.
Have you been practicing that on any rocks?
I see your point. I see what you want. I'm gonna have to. I can do a base returning thing, but if you want proper returning, I'm gonna need a crystal, and then of course a rock you want. Though here's the issue: keep in
Yeah,
mind,
I don't know why you
even
got
if it's
automodded for
returning,
that.
that rock might break at some point. So you might want something a bit better than a rock to return to you.
Well, I mean, it is designed to be, to makeshift fire anything I can put in there, but...
I did have some
Well, what about
ideas
like a
for
cannonball? Or
ammunition.
not like a cannonball, but like a bullet.
I had a few ideas for ammunition for you.
I'm sorry, maybe
One
I used the wrong
obviously
term. Maybe
being
like a
the
musket shot.
flashbang that I can make. Another
If
being
you want
a
something, I would say.
fragmentation grenade.
Oh,
And
there's
then
a lot of
another
things.
idea I came up with was, well, I have two more ideas. One being nerve gas, and another being potentially a glitter bomb.
I feel like the nerve gas is probably a bad idea. Then again, probably the safest way to deploy it, though.
Take some time to relax.
We
man.
have quite a bit of it, and I have no way to get rid of it. So, use it or don't.
Something out with you later. How's that sound? And set you up with a room too.
I'll
As for
consult
you,
with the
if you-
others, how they feel about that.
As for you, if you will
I
find a
did make
time
gas
to
masks
all
a
work
while
off,
ago, so you can breathe
Aye,
through
Captain.
it.
Good to know.
What's up with you, Effie? What you got going on?
Well, I currently have a new obsession. Well, something that I haven't had since, well, something I've always wanted since I was a kid. No, that's the captain. Sorry, I heard a strange noise. I just was like, oh, what's that? But yeah, to have one of these, a Morning Star, a mace, this was a status symbol. The only thing next up to it would be a full-on Zweihander. But my grandfather had one, so he's got to pass it down to me when the time was right, but he kind of died at the second misery, so didn't really have a chance to get it myself. I'm kind of amazed I found it here, though. Well, not here, but nearby.
Part of me finds it incredibly troubling that a species like yours would need weapons like this.
Well, like I said, I didn't start out like this. I only became all this my time in purgatory. You know, dying time and time again. I mean, I think I kind of looked like our friend over here. I mean, it well, you know, okay, not a woman, but what do they call it? Human?
Yes.
Surprisingly, there's not
I
that
mean,
many humans here.
Yeah, I know, right? It's strange.
Well, that's what happens when the afterlife is filled with people from all over the place. Suddenly humans become a much smaller number.
Back in my world, we thought we were the only people in the universe. The only, like, living creatures in the universe. And now I find out there are not only other creatures in the universe, but other universes as well.
Kind of scary, right? I mean, there was this well, conspiracy theory that you know, that popular cartoon back where I come from, Morton Friends, was actually a pocket dimension. You know, things started to get weird in the later seasons, especially when more misery started to pile up.
Hey Sam, how
There's
you?
gonna come a time where you do that, and I'm going to just reflexively hit you in the face.
I know the time to pick it. I'm not gonna do it in the middle of you know, 10 situation or anything.
I mean, you did last time. Anyhow, how you been?
Good. I've actually been given off a day off for once, so I'm just kind of relaxing.
Day
So
off
I'm
is
not in my
rare in these
uniform or
parts.
anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, looking awfully casual for your doing.
Yeah, we have we've got some new people coming in, taking in routes, so figured I'd take that opportunity to get an approved day off while this route's covered.
An approved day off. That implies that you've been taking unapproved leave as well.
You know, just a sit down every now and then during the route when it's quiet.
That's fair. That's how they get you, you know? Or you know your toes are gone. Then again, it's been a while since I've seen the smaller ones. So the creatures have been getting a lot bigger lately.
Nah, smaller ones are the ones we deal with. You all go and fight the bigger ones.
Honestly,
We
thank
deal
you
with the
for
other ones
that.
a lot.
I cannot deal with those spiders.
Oh, trust me, they're a pain. I've resorted to just punting them when they run up.
I just
Just
don't like
brute force
spiders in
them.
general.
Fair enough.
You got any interesting
That's
news from the front? Or,
Uh,
just the
not
usual?
usual
of,
stuff. We've had, our scouts going off and doing their thing. We're waiting to hear word back from them.
Might be joining up with you guys soon at some point. I've been working on tracker training.
Arachnophobia isn't that fun.
How do you, Mr. Lease?
Fancy new outfit. Look at you.
Good day.
I've been given a day off since one of the newer patrols taking up on my route, so I was kind of given the okay to rest a bit. So out of uniform, just here.
Good.
You have any news of your own, Elise?
Nothing of interest, I'm afraid. I'm unfortunately quite the busy woman.
I feel that.
No. It's mostly just my people scouting around, but nothing we don't already know about or that doesn't require further research, I'm afraid.
A lot of cleanup like on the other fronts, I suppose.
Yes. The most simple way, when your people are lost, there's the chance of them coming back. When mine are gone, it becomes a far more egregious task of getting back on our feet.
When I go into my character's voice, how does it sound compared to
But
the
that's
others?
neither here nor there. It's a war after
Is
all.
it
These things are going to
quieter?
happen. We have made our victories as well. Certain territories have been all cleared of natural corruption. Now it just falls down to if they were to send in scouting parties and whatnot. So that's good. Namely speaking, the area that had the Black Cathedral in it and the forest that we first met the druid inside of, there is no more natural corruption there, merely the nature of Wonderland. And most, if not all, of the Black Army presence is gone, so
Is this
we only
voice...
remain to see of the creatures that are there, I suppose.
Is this voice
Nothing
quieter
else.
than the rest of them?
But
or
things
is
such
it
as
okay?
we've been trying to most secure holds for ourselves more than anything. But either way, I shall leave you all to your merriment and a surprising amount of snacks, I suppose. From what I understand, Angelo has made some rather nice sort of cakey things, so catch a hold of them if you don't mind.
Wasn't aware of
Yeah, the
that.
couple pinatas.
I mean, aside from me?
They don't look anything like
Take
you.
a bite out of you. I feel like that would be a bit odd.
I will try to talk a bit louder, but it is not the easiest
You all
voice
well?
to speak loudly in.
Take care.
Oh no, there's the interloper.
Gonna be heading back soon anyway. My break's nearly done. I've just been kind of wandering for the most part through the safe areas.
So much for a day off, huh?
Get what I can get.
That's fair.
With the situation we're in right now, I'll take what I get.
Honestly, being set up just to patrol is a day off.
Honestly, getting the easy routes, yeah.
Yes, this is the route I'm on. I have plenty of support if something does happen.
I was about to say, you're taking up my route this time around.
You got sent around
I
the
can't
field?
help that the
Damn,
captain
what did you
assigned
do?
me here without
Look.
any explanation.
Who's
Look, I get a
asked
day
that
off
you
out of it.
kissed to get the field? I mean, it's pretty much the
he's-
safest place around here.
No, he's part of one of the, like, not the newer batch, but a new batch, so they get rotated through everything.
Yeah, enjoy while you can.
It also
I mean,
doesn't
you and
help
this
that I
fella has given
haven't
me
talked in this
kind
voice
of a
for a
day off,
month.
so I've gotten a chance to relax.
I have
Yes,
paper.
I was one of the graduates with
I
one
don't
of the
need it.
three brothers.
Okay.
Very large ones with
Thud,
the hammers.
need
Funk,
anything?
and Thud.
Thank you.
Thud, Funk, and Thud.
Yes, I graduated with Thud. Archeon.
Can't believe the three of them. Thought they were twins, no, they're triplets.
Be in the
Anyone
same
need
room with
things?
them, and it's
I have.
unless it's confusing if you don't know their mannerisms.
I met them once. I wasn't really conscious enough to enjoy the visit, though. It's,
They are
was right
definitely
after I got my
comic
shit kicked
relief
in.
on the battlefield.
I'm gonna go
Well,
see
hey,
the
Well,
something's
good
gonna
about
keep
it
you
is I
fun,
actually
right?
practiced my fem
Head back to
voice.
work, I guess.
But voice training
Yeah,
is
Oh, I
one
can take my
hard.
break. Thank you. I
I
appreciate
have
it.
no
I'm not
motivation
leaving yet.
for it.
Need things?
If you my laws, then I'll leave. I'll let you know.
Good.
Okay.
Oi, how we doing?
New outfit.
Very rare day off, so this is just what I wear when I'm at work.
These look down on you. I want to see how these look on you. Can you pull them down? There you go. Now you have style. now you look good to go out there and kill them. Go out there and kill them.
It's hard to see with the, I don't need
He does that every
shaded
day.
glasses right now.
Okay, that's not the point of the conversation, Sky. Well, at least it's a nice day spot. Definitely gonna have to put in a lot of work here soon. Definitely. Okay. Good check.
Damn, I missed.
What are you shooting at, Sky?
What do you think?
Where?
To be fair, he startled the shit out of me when he arrived. He snuck up on me.
You should shoot at Interloper, see if you can get anything off of him.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah?
Hello. What the fuck is going on? What? What are you guys doing?
Oh, you're right. I'm just messing around. you gotta find ways to have a little bit of a laugh sometimes.
You know, it's my job to make sure you guys aren't hurt, right?
It's no.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna accidentally rip someone's limb off.
Oh man, I'm gonna accidentally just
You wanna
just
be safe
fucking
now.
fall on top of you. You take it.
I metal press. I'm a
Oh,
press
the
never
middle
seen.
one.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm the healer. I heal people.
Hello.
Ian,
Hello, Interloper. How are you doing?
I'm gonna check on something and figure something out. You lot
He's
take
okay.
care of yourselves, man.
Need things? I have things.
No, I do not need anything.
Okay. I sold condensed milk to Puppet over there.
Okay.
Yes.
Why do
Did not
people
tell
make
them that I
deals?
got it from store from. Yes, I make deals. I trade.
Wasting your memories on
Can trade
things
things
that
for
are not
things,
important
memories
is
for
not a
things,
good idea.
things for memory.
Oh, okay. That's the currency. I mean, I can't say I blame you.
Yes, barter. Things for things, memories for things, things for memories. Has memory crystals.
Things from memories. I'll keep that in mind.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure I
I'm
can
afraid I
make
don't
my
have
own
anything to
memory
barter with
crystals
at the
now.
moment.
Hmm?
I'm pretty sure I can make my own memory crystals now.
Maybe. Hmm.
Well, I'm sure you may. Well, I'm sure you. I can't speak. I must have lost a bit. I must have lost a few too many memories, or at least more than I care to admit. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sure you will cut a deal with someone, and you'll be very profitable. But sadly, I don't have anything to barter with. Not the moment. Not the moment, at least.
No problem. Like I said, bartered with puppet person over there.
Stella, I'm afraid I need you to come with me.
Justin? Why? Hold on. Where am I being taken and why?
I'm going to show you something that is going to make things quite difficult.
Okay.
It's been an incident.
Ah.
You can come through. I've asked her to.
Oh, that's fine.
As we are
The
entering the
human force
garden,
gone.
the entire garden is black and dead, crispy and grey. Not a single plant remains.
Don't know.
Huh.
Wait.
What the hell happened?
Maybe
Magic dust was detected through the egg. While everyone wasn't
mate. They don't
present.
want people coming back here.
Something or someone has
Just want to let you know before you came all the way through.
done this.
You're welcome.
Do we have any seeds remaining?
I would need to check with my people, but unlikely from my side. I suggest you
Wait.
look at your own stores.
Is there a possibility?
Make your way to the train then.
No.
I go to the store to get more smoke.
The thing we needed the most. Can only get what we want.
I'm afraid that is merely for commodities and for comfort.
I have a question for you, Wolfie. If Ozzy were to
This is going to set us back a lot.
Hatter to come here, would they come?
Indeed.
Or would they come?
I think I have an idea of how I could
Specifically calling for the Hatter.
start the recovery for this, but
Because he wants to check
it's a
on something
conversation
and
to have.
ask permission to do
We
something
should
that
have
he
enough
doesn't.
potions in reserve to last us at least a few missions.
I suggest you talk with Cheshire.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do
See if we
that.
have any seeds in reserve. But I don't want her to potentially cause herself a problem and get involved, so to speak. But
I know you to places back there.
Justin.
I can go ask Amelia. She knows we have any seeds.
Stella.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep this quiet for now.
Of course.
If I could ask your permission to
We don't need panic.
check the rune back there in your garden.
My point.
See what happened in there.
So, don't ask Amelia.
What kind of rune?
Amelia will be
Well,
able to know.
the idea, there's many types of runes. This would be an idea
Excuse
of
me.
getting a sense of what happened in there. Oh, timing. Just asking them something to check out that area. With their permission, of course.
I appreciate your help, Ozzy, but I'm afraid that...
So, to give you an idea of what just happened, of what that was, That area is called the rain garden, because it is a garden that is constantly raining. Because of the effects of the area, it is a place where plants naturally grow better than other places. We have been using it to grow all sorts of different crops, including these blue flowers that we retained from the original Wonderland. What?
Apologies for the noise, forgot to hit the button. But a DM note for everyone. The door to the rain garden is now locked, and the windows have been fogged up. You cannot see or enter this area.
Okay. Anyway, those blue flowers are
And
healing
as seen
flowers.
here, there's a rope
They
spool
have
that
properties
uses the
that
same spring
heal,
mechanism
that allow us to
to
make
latch
healing
onto things.
potions and healing salves.
And
Every single one of them has been burnt to a
the hook
crisp,
closes based on the tension.
meaning
So
I
if
can't
I
make
time my pull
any healing
properly, I
potions anymore.
can use it to grab something and pull it towards me instead.
And I am the only person here that knows how to make those healing potions. And the only way we can make them is with those flowers. There are other people who have healing abilities, like the pinata person. The candies inside of
It's
them
about
can
10
heal.
meters worth of wire, I believe.
You'll see a bluish, plant person. They have a fluid inside of them that allows them to heal.
Ask him if he knows what 10 meters is.
Amelia, the Red Queen, can use the magic within her armor to heal, and Kelly can use her music to heal. But the main source of healing, that's what we were just talking about. The Hatters faction might have them because they were in charge of cultivating the garden. I might have a few because I harvest the flowers to make the potions. And Cheshire might have a few in reserves, but there
It's
is
just a
no
little bit
guarantee.
longer than the other side of the field here. The original designs from my homeworld have they have a lot stronger materials, and those are strong enough that if I were to like launch it at the ceiling here, it could just straight pull me up. But sadly, we don't have the materials to make it strong enough to do that. One day, maybe.
Well, does sound like a
I can make some strong string. And good rope. Ow, I hit. Oh, my toe. Oh, fuck. Oh.
What did you eat your toe on them?
Why did you say that so creepily?
It's fucking. It hurt.
I mean, you say that like they don't speak every fifth sentence in a weird way.
That is true.
I don't know. You have this habit. You have this habit of tone shifting in the middle of your stories.
I'm autistic. I cannot notice that thing. I don't tone shift. I don't know what you're talking about. Tone shifting isn't real. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Oh, my toe. Fuck.
You can't gaslight me. I've lived with the rabbit for almost 3 years now.
It. On my desk. For fuck's sake.
Do I need to get the sewing kit again, or is it still attached at least?
It's still attached. It's still attached.
Okay.
I'm not made out of fucking fabric. Okay.
Well, you say that, but you literally had me sew your head back on at some point.
Yeah. It's just to keep my head from, like, you know, falling off all the time. Kinda like this.
I'll take it that means that it didn't hold up. Noted.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Well, Gauss is back in session, so I am hoping that I can talk to the Cheshire about it.
Hello. How are you all?
Doing
Saying
alright.
myself, I'm doing quite well.
Lovely. Good, good. Glad to hear.
Howdy, soldier.
Hello?
Second.
Oh. Ma'am. Good to see you.
Likewise. Hope everything's going well.
Quiet, which I'll gladly
Might
accept.
have might have something funny as ammo soon too. But
Is there anything you require from me?
No, you're fine. Continue what you're doing.
it's Ozzy's been practicing rune magic, and he mentioned that he can make returning items. And he's been a lot of his practice he does on like rocks and stuff. So if he can get me a returning rock, I can just
Returning rock.
Helps people over and over again.
be funny though. Like imagine you get pelted in the back of the head by a rock. You turn around, there's nothing there.
Just take the... Just undo the hook off this, tie the rock to the end of your sling, and just...
Hmm? Oh, you just clamp it in there and just...
Yeah.
You know, a little while ago, Sapphire did get a ring that has a random chance to duplicate ammunition. I don't know if she'd be willing to give that to you then.
Did.
It's a good point.
Does someone want it? Because I don't want it.
I mean, I'm currently the only one with a projectile weapon, aren't I?
No,
Is there anyone else?
what's his name?
What does this ring do?
There's a chance to duplicate ammunition.
Oh yeah, that ring.
Probably someone with ranged capabilities would find that useful.
Does an angel have something ranged?
That could work.
If you're thinking of Oresh, his weapons use energy.
That's his name.
I'm not giving it to him.
Oresh is ranged. Fair enough.
His weapons use energy anyway, so I don't know if it works.
This guy would be the best option at this point with his new slinger.
Blowing on and off over there like at night.
I mean, it would help save me on ammo.
Watch him when you see
Granted, with this design, ammo isn't hard to find because any old rock will do, but you know. Specialty ammo will probably do a lot more damage.
Something is very wrong with him.
Yeah.
Picking up as well.
He refused to
You almost
speak
just
about
hit Ozzy.
Well, I was paying attention.
Not liking the look of that. Oh, he's down, he's down, he's on the ground.
What happened?
And now I have to do my job.
What's going on now?
You okay?
Hey, bud.
Hey, we're here.
Luke said he was going through something with the metal.
You're exerting yourself too much. Come on.
Hey, bud.
Rest. Rest.
What's going on?
Hey.
It's gonna be okay.
Get on the ground, bud.
Just focus
Get
on
the
us right
ground,
now, alright?
How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers?
What I can't see out of this one eyes.
Can't see right now?
I can see, just not all of them.
Thank you. Awesome.
What have you been doing?
Nothing.
You
I
just been
started
walking
feeling
around.
weaker 2 months ago. And all of a sudden today started getting horrible.
A little
What
fella
happened
said
2
to
months
me
ago?
that you had,
Was it after that fight with that I don't even know who that was.
I don't know.
Because he used like a big beam to fight at the hole.
Is there anybody that here that knows who we should contact to help him?
We have a doctor here, and I can put some of energy back into giving him.
Think you're able to drink?
I don't think water will help in this case. I just feel.
Not water.
A potion, a healing potion.
Folks,
Get on my
ask an important
data
question
pad,
here.
please.
What is it?
Check.
That thing
power.
right there on your wrist. Check that thing on his wrist while I'm asking.
Yes.
All right. Here's the thing. I was walking by the little one, you know, Phobos. He said he had something called metal poisoning by the sound of it.
On the data pad it says my core is at 49%.
What does it say, Doc?
Your core is at 49%. Do you think you can... Do you think a healing potion would help you?
Potions have helped like Titan before, so.
I don't know. My core runs off of holy energy in Argent. I never really had this problem before.
Do you think you'd be willing to try a potion?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me help lift you up a bit. Lift your head a bit. There you go. Drink from that. Lay your head on me. There you go.
Watch it
easy.
Slowly now.
What does the data pad say?
Don't try to exert
Totally check
yourself.
that, right?
Are you feeling better?
No, not really.
So you
Stay laying down.
there, right?
Stay down.
Forcing yourself up isn't going to make it any better. Rest.
You have to figure something else out here. You can't leave your laying. Wasn't possibly.
It said metal poisoning, wasn't it?
That's what I was asking if that's what he's also feeling. Because that's what I heard from Phobos, but I'm not sure if that's what it is.
I don't feel.
No? No, you feel fine?
Everything's just. I'm just weak. Everything's just.
Okay. Just want to
feels
be
like I'm
sure on
powering
that.
down.
Energies in
Let
this
me
world
ask
are a little
you-
different.
You know, this is gonna sound a bit mean gesture to ask this, and I no disrespect, but
Oh, good.
with how this is happening, have you been hearing any voices or seeing people?
No, just.
Alright, you understand why I ask that, though, yeah?
I do.
Just being sure on that front, so we can mark that off on our things that might happen here. Definitely
I'm gonna
have to
see
get
if I
some-
can't find Elise or someone, see if they know if we can't
If you can find Cheshire,
get
that would
anywhere
be
that could
optimal.
match Cheshire.
Yeah, I
See if
I
I
told
can't
them if they
we
saw
can't find any
at
energy.
most, I think at most some of them were back there. At most, I'd say put.
Stay with them,
see if
please.
we
I just don't understand. I never had this problem before in my life. I had it.
Could it be overexertion?
I'm not sure. I never really had that problem, you know. I had access to holy and argent energy everywhere. Just for some reason, now I don't know.
anything changed lately that you know about?
Have trouble using my abilities. Guns are running out of energy faster.
With its holy energy that you need, would it be possible that you might feel better in the church?
I'm
The
not
light
sure.
church.
Maybe. That was the wrong one.
Can you stand on your own?
Yeah. I need it. Jesus.
Have you been able to restore force energy at all?
Ever since I've been here, I couldn't sense any, like, Argent or Holy at all. So, maybe, I don't know.
Could it be that since you're running low on power, your core has been directing more energy towards more necessities? And this could be causing issues?
So
His
something
core's energy is
essentially
low,
be
and it's
compensating for
causing
another.
him pain.
It's entirely possible. It's just my hypothesis.
I've heard.
Do you have anything that can help?
From what it runs off of.
Do you think the light
Because there's
church
no-
could help?
We have
If it
anyone
runs
that
off of
is
holy energy.
Wholly inclined?
I thought it was holy. You mentioned Argent and Holy. Two sources. I
I'm
don't
thinking
necessarily know
that
what Argent.
maybe the
but I
Church of
do
Light
obviously
can have some sort of
Angel
ambient holy
energies.
energy he can take.
Angel and different realms.
Would it be safe to assume that this energy of
Purity energy. You could make maybe, I don't know. Not want to presume. Might fucking kill
And
me.
what would I make exactly? How would I charge this core? I don't
Take
have the
sample.
facilities. I don't even know what this core looks like.
Take sample. Himself. This Argent energy and maybe figure out how to make it out of other stuff. You can change things. You're best at.
How do I get it out of him?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's my problem.
Reach in. Find out.
You were the one coming with ideas. I thought I'd let you have your moment to shine.
I'm fucking scared, man.
I can barely use my abilities anymore, as well as my weapons.
You're lucky you have your uses.
I know this may be a lot to ask, but if you were able to, could you produce a flicker of this energy on command from your fingertip, for example? Is that something that's possible?
No, I don't think no one's gonna kill you.
Just going to hold the branch out, put it in front of his hand. The smallest amount, if you want.
You'll be alright.
Branch immediately withers black and dies.
So what was that now?
Mr. Kane's abilities focused on an energy that sustained itself from heaven and hell alike. As neither place has a presence here,
Yes,
he
I
is
was wondering
running
what that
out
was with a stick.
like a battery.
confirming something.
How much percent are you at now? How much more do you have?
49.
Would you be okay with
Let's see
48?
my cores. I mean, I can transfer all my energy to my ability to walk and think. It's gonna be a tough time punching and throwing weapons and doing all that stuff.
You're not
For
in a fit
managing my
to
basic
fight.
needs.
Take
We're
a
not gonna.
sample of your energies.
Yeah, sure. What kind?
Is there a way to replace or replicate this energy?
Unless we were to
That's what I
find an
intend to find out.
environment of holy or unholy,
It's
I
going
doubt
to
it.
take about 1% of your energy. I'll get back to you.
Until I guess you're good to go, I would say you're not fit for a fight. I'd rather have you rest than spend more of that energy and get weaker and weaker over time. But we'll figure it out.
Agree with you.
We'll figure it out. I'm not gonna leave you in the dust.
Too much metal, not enough feathers.
It's fucking lovely.
We'll try and figure something out for you. See what we can do. For now, rest. Try not to use too much energy.
Will do.
Shasha, may I speak with you in private?
Produces
the way.
stick that is blackened and dead.
Have you seen what's going on in the Vein Garden? Okay. Do you know if we have any seeds in reserve? Oh, thank
You think this is the
fucking
only
God.
place I kept those? You think this is the only place I kept those? Those are mine.
I was
I put some back at the junkyard.
anxious.
I don't have
I
the
just wanted to make sure.
adequate seeds for replanting. I just have a few plants at the junkyard. Thankful. But I didn't put all my money into one basket.
So we're not completely lost. That's a good thing.
No. These ones were flourishing because of my touch. When I first joined the group, I oversaw the garden, and they magically.
Potions are
Nothing
still
really
going to be slow for a while.
Yes, they are.
I don't like that when Angel touched the branch, it looked the same as the rain garden. I don't know what
I thought the same
connection
thing.
there is.
I was thinking the same. And I think
It's
that's what
not
they also
just.
suspect.
Yeah. So it's not just his energy that we need to figure out.
Well, as go as I'm planning, we may have some sort of super cyborg ninja at our beck and call.
Yeah.
If I can figure this
Having him in our
Just see if
debts
I can
would
figure
definitely be
replicating
nice.
this. Yes. But replicating this is not something I've done before.
A lot of firsts for everyone recently.
Yes, I never thought I would be replicating that something of an angel or a demon.
Would you need, like, permission from someone of that realm?
The more concern for me is doing this if it will tip some sort of scales and throw off the balance and catastrophic event number 2 happens and this place gets rewritten again. It's introducing a new element to the periodic table of the realm.
Everything just gets more and more complicated. My job will never end.
No, it never does. Unfortunately, you've joined the realm of creation, therefore, new things are going to pop up consistently.
It doesn't help that everyone else here is suicidal.
This is why I don't take just everyone into my fold. If you find someone you feel is worthwhile, feel free to invite them. Well, introduce me, I guess, first. Because a brilliant mind can outwit 1,000 soldiers.
He has
one
been
man
proving
can.
himself more and more recently.
Who?
Ozzy?
I see. I've given him I've already offered him the challenge of show me, prove it, prove because he wanted to come to the junkyard one day, and I just need
And
to prove it.
he has been making
I've not
progress
seen.
towards that.
I've not seen fruits of his labors. So if you feel he's worth it, then he's going to have to show me. Otherwise, I don't know. All I know is he can fight, and that's it. I know he's been at the forge, which I'm very pissed at Bahamut for not being around. But if you feel he's worth it, start laying on the Bahamut talking, as it were.
I have been talking to him. I feel like it would be beneficial to have him in the junkyard, at the very least for my own stuff.
Fair point.
He's been doing all of the research that I haven't been able to.
Oh? Interesting. I didn't take him for that kind of man. Then again, I don't know much about him because he has not made the effort.
I'll see if I can get him to make that effort then.
At least, like I said, I'm always looking for more minds. The brawn and the meat shields I can throw at them at will. I would prefer that those that can contribute. Because this isn't going to happen forever, this conflict. I need those that can contribute after
It
this.
feels like it is. I'm going to be honest.
You and me both. I am hoping it's going to be over soon.
I don't see an end to this.
There is one. But we're not going about it right.
There's multiple, but no one's making the effort for any of them.
Do elaborate.
I think there's a possibility to reason. Maybe not with the False King himself, but with the others below him.
The group has tried that before. Granted, I don't know their diplomacy skills. I am not one to
Yeah, they've
venture out
told
too
me
far
that.
too often.
I don't believe that they can be diplomats of any kind.
One approach is
Hey, Kelly. What's up?
Am I disturbing anything?
We were just having a chat. About multiple things. That included. We do
What
have
do you
the
think had
ability
happened?
to repopulate.
Yeah, we've really busted up.
I
Never seen him
don't have any
show
ideas
emotion.
as to what could have happened, but none of the ideas that I have are good.
You feel like it would have access to that? Any of us, right? Everyone.
access to what now?
The
The
garden.
Vanguard and
Something happened?
So there's a story afoot.
You mean didn't say anything?
I assumed that they both knew.
Nobody told me anything.
You have your library, don't you?
I have my library.
I need you to be a bit more specific.
I don't know much. I was brought in earlier to witness its current state.
And you?
The garden.
I was there earlier and after the meeting. Destroyed.
Further. Move further.
Huh?
Not coming? Christ. Like pulling teeth with him some days. You can stop. You can stop at the directors. Who all have you told?
Currently, it's just me and the Hatter's faction.
So all of them
Oz-
know, but they're instructing everyone not to say anything. Curious.
Ozzy knows something happened, but knows nothing.
I just find it curious that they've said to please not tell everyone, and yet half the realm already knows already.
I'm still interested in not telling others for the sake of not causing panic.
Understandable.
I am of a different mind. We should at least inform them so they're more careful, as
At least.
we'd rather err on the side of caution than run out blindly thinking limitless supply.
Yeah, now that I
They should
guess
never
one of
have
the
been thinking limitless supply in the first place, but that's a whole other issue.
And how long did it take to grow the stuff there now that Leaf is saying it's going to take months or years to grow the flowers?
Well,
grow
the garden
them?
was mine. It was instant.
Right. If you did it, yeah.
I cheated. I'm going to be honest. I was undercover and I cheated. I'm going to be honest.
So now that our guess our potion supplies are going to be limited. I don't know how that's going to affect combat.
You're going to have to be more careful.
Easier said than done. Some results.
Those who have healing abilities.
Don't fight battles that you have no reason to. Choose your battles wisely.
Yes, I said something similar, I believe, about we have people with latent healing abilities that we need to rely upon more, and not these other. I guess.
If that's the case, I don't want to rely on Ephogen to be in combat too often. Their ability to produce healing candy causes them to lose.
As of right now, we have 5 people who can heal. It's me, you, Amelia, Effie, and Leaf.
And Leaf hasn't saw combat yet.
Then my potions are now limited.
So now we have to go on a hunt for whatever flowers or seeds to regenerate the garden.
The blue flowers are from the old world. I don't even know if they're.
We have a
native to
few
this
left
one.
over, but it will take a while to replant everything.
Guess
Those
that's a
will remain
start.
in my care. That's, as you were, would you call a secret reserve that I let you know exists?
Will this be grown only known to you?
They're already grown. What do you mean?
Just so that no one knows, because I have a sneaky suspicion. I have a sneaky suspicion there might be some outside entity that got in there and destroyed it.
If they
What?
get into the junkyard, then I'm most likely going to be dead. And then this whole place falls apart.
Alright. Guess that's any safer place than anywhere now. Maybe possibly just one flower, but garden. For the sake of Leaf.
If you must know, I touched 2 of the flowers on the way out of the garden. See if that has bears any fruit.
Let's hope we can
Better that you were there.
salvage it.
I am not good at growing things.
I'm just hope Leaf's spirit is not broken. I don't know. I was hoping to find some signs of outside entry, but I couldn't find any, so.
No,
I
that was described.
feel like it was just a quick in and out job. Was that quick?
Now their version of the Hatter has teleportation ability. But they
Yes,
come
I'm just hoping.
this close to us.
I'm just hoping to not find out it was one of, well, we all.
If it,
And it had to happen
here come this.
minutes before the meeting. Then sometime afterwards, but we were all I was in Sanctuary with Titan and Angelica.
While we were all in Sanctuary.
Who?
I said it would have had to have happened while we were all in Sanctuary.
Is anybody present after the fact that wasn't present before?
No.
I mean,
I don't believe so.
I mean, Angel kept walking away, but not enough time to get to the Mile House and back.
That's also not really magic, but well, they say that.
And then there's the
Or-
branch.
Exactly.
Yes, the branch. Similar. You and I thought the same. The branch he touched is similar to the garden currently, which is very, very coincidental, which I do not believe in. But if it was, then it was not on purpose. But he was present in Sanctuary.
Right.
Everybody was, but
around.
But inside the confines of Sanctuary, he never left.
Typically, yeah.
I hate to interrupt, but I do have
Mm-hmm.
to show you.
I saw a member of the Red Army running around earlier. Say one of them could have not have done it.
wait, who is that new person that said we're?
Oh,
I've never
seen
seen
him before. I do not recall names.
No, it
Not
was
of my faction.
I don't. So busted up, and plus I'm out of feel.
And then go relax. Go rest.
Yep, I will when this get covered from this flux issue. A second. Why is this happening to me? Oh, I'm back. All right. Well, thought I'd let you know of the situation, so
I appreciate it. Made aware of it very early.
I'm gonna try to take it easy then. Take care.
You too.
And perhaps you two should go get some rest.
I was already forced to take a rest earlier.
Ah. Then go do something fun, I guess? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what I should be working on next.
That's why I said do something fun for a bit.
Sadly, fun is not in my vocabulary right now.
Am I going to have to send you to a realm that's nothing but a giant ball pit or something? Or that's a play center or something? Make you go have fun?
I thought this was hell.
What? I thought this was hell.
I'm joking.
I know. You know, as a soul, you can visit certain realms, such as one that I've frequented, so has Rabbit. The cafe in a dream, essentially. Different plane of existence.
Yeah,
It's one of
I
the few places you
saw
can
it
go to roam.
last night during my first rest.
Fair enough.
We need to get rid of that nerve gas
You
somehow.
may not have to actually rest to go there being dead. The heads up. You might actually get to go visit. As I said, myself and the rabbit have gone several times.
Being there is a rest in and of itself, and I don't have time for that.
Do I need to like set a work schedule, make you work 9 hours, 5 days, so you have to take breaks?
This is my break. You think it's a good idea for me to go out on missions?
Well, you have a curiosity, and the only one way to sate that curiosity is by doing. I won't stop you. It is your choice.
I know, but if I go out there, I'm going to have to fight.
That is a risk.
It's an inevitability. I don't want to, but at this point, I don't feel like I have a choice.
Well, I always have a choice, as you said earlier. Now they seem to only be interested in fighting. I think they chose that route because it was easier.
That's why I invented the gizmo that I did. I need to come up with a name for it.
Very good inventor always names things. I would say head down to the patent office, but we don't have one here.
I'm gonna go see if there's something else going on. Something to entertain me. I'll talk to you later.
By all means.
Okay. There is one imposter among us. Where is everyone? Is everyone inside?
When one of us needs to be in battle, and maybe we can work out some kind of rotation where everybody gets an equal turn, but
we'll figure it out when the time
gets
comes.
an equal.
Yeah. People need their rest. People, you know.
Maybe one day.
We telling campfire stories again?
No.
Kinda.
You want a cremita? Come here. You get to have a cremita. Come here. Just hands you the little sweet. Here, have a cremita.
Okay, thank you.
It's a sugary sweet.
Yep.
It's Sapphire, no. It's Sapphire go to bed?
No idea. Sapphire didn't pass over here.
Okay. What about Leaf? Has anybody seen him?
I surprisingly haven't seen him.
He got taken away earlier. I don't know what for or why. I think it was Elise that came away. Yeah, no, I was standing next to them and they just walked up, said something, and just pulled their cloak around and they were gone. No idea where they went or why they left.
Seven. Oh, 7 FPS, god damn.
They should be. I think.
Okay, that's better. 17 is much better. My laptop does not like the fire being in the mirror. Session will be ending soon. Usually only lasts about 2 hours.
For some reason, things feel a little off. I'm not sure why, but it's probably just a gut feeling.
How right you are, Titan.
Alright.
I'm not scared. One of the people I trust just left me alone with people I do not know well enough to trust yet.
Hey, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I am weird and scary.
Not that scary. You're quite colorful.
There has been like 20 different plot points planted in this one session. Oh my god. And my character is not happy about any of it, because she is going to have to do more work. If you haven't figured it out by now, my character is not just the healer, but a researcher as well. She researches Purgatory, trying to figure out all of its sins and secrets to better help the people around her. And now there's more for me to research, on top of the 70 other fucking research projects that my character currently has ongoing.
We can probably call cards when everyone is ready.
Are we calling cards? It seems like it. Alright. So that will be it for our session. Uh, thank you for joining me for session 1 of season 3. Streams happen at 8 p.m. EST every Monday. It may start a tiny bit later than that because 8 o'clock is usually when our pre-session announcements start. But it doesn't usually take that long for a session to start after that. So around a little bit after 8 p.m. EST every Monday. Next session will be a social, and then the session after that will be a combat session in the first mission of the season. So, will do. I will definitely send you a picture of my model. I can also send you some pictures of everyone else's model as well, if you would like. I am the I was given the title of Meme Queen because I make memes out of everyone and everything that happens. And in order to retain that title, I have images of everyone's characters that I can slap on memes. So I can definitely send those your way. Anyway, thank you for joining me in this session. I will see you next week.